Well, those are the two teams playing for you this afternoon in Match of the Day. And Northampton Town, of course, with a good win this afternoon, could pretty well guarantee themselves promotion after just 2 seasons in the second division into the first division. So let's have a look at the home side this afternoon then, Northampton Town. And that's the side that has gone 20 games here at the County Ground in Northampton without a defeat. And in goal there, Harvey, the goalkeeper, has saved 6 penalties so far, continuously. That's 6 penalties on the trot. And, of course, this has made a tremendous difference to this side here. Well, now, the visiting side this afternoon, Derby County, they have played against Northampton Town on no less than 3 occasions in the last 2 years, this being the 4th this afternoon. And so far, they have not beaten Northampton Town. And in goal there is Bolton, the young 19-year-old player, and he, in actual fact, is playing his second game only in place of Red Matthews, the former England goalkeeper. And at left half is Parry, playing his 500th game for Derby this afternoon. So those are the two teams for you then. We are going to join them as they line up for the start of this Match of the Day, and we'll join to see which of the two centre forwards are going to start this game off for you. And it's Derby County then to kick off in this absolute vital game as far as Northampton Town are concerned. I was talking to the players some half an hour ago, and they were a little tense, to say the least, as understandable, because a win today could pretty well guarantee them promotion to the first division. The conditions are not too bad at all, although there's a very strong wind blowing down the pitch in Northampton's favour. And that's a throw-in to Derby. Hughes to Durban. Wembley handball there, but it's Durban onto it. And Harvey out. Very good piece of anticipation there by Harvey to Walden. And the referee, Mr. Crawford, that is sensibly waving the play on because Walden was all right. One expects the play just to be a little bit edgy to start with. Leck. We've had a very heavy shower of rain just before the start, so the ball may well skid off just a fraction. Goal kick to Derby. Bolton, the young Derby goalkeeper. To Young. Walden to Brown. Brown getting it tried a centre there, but it skidded off. This wind, I think, will cause quite a lot of problems to the Bolton side, the Derby side rather. One tends to get them mixed up with Bolton, of course, because they play in the identical colours. But it's Derby County with the ball now. The left full-back Ferguson. Leck to Walden. Throw in to Derby. Almost some little delay here to get the ball back, of course, because the ball in actual fact has gone into one of the practice wickets on the cricket ground. Throw in to Derby, number 6 there, Parry, playing his 500th game for Derby this afternoon. Leck to Brown. Durban. Bowers now. There's a foul there by young Carr. He's playing only his 4th game for the Northampton first side, and obviously a little bit on the tense side. Free kick then just outside the penalty area for Derby.
Parry to take the kick. Ooh, and that's flicked off the head of Thomas. Goal kick to Northampton. Flicked on there by Hall to Brown. Back to Robson. Oh, it's Walden, he's onside. And it's a missed kick there by the right half Webster, but Walden really should have had that in the net. Corner kick to Northampton. Robson. That's not a good kick, but Martin not able to get round Parry there, but that's a goal kick. There's 5 minutes gone in the first half, still no score. That's a throw-in to Northampton. Robson leaving the throw to Keenan. Durban for Derby. Foley, the skipper of the Northampton side. Foley to Brown. And that's offside, though. Hall, the inside left, was offside. Would have been just the thing possibly that Northampton wanted. Buxton flicking it on there. Bowers onto it. And it's gone behind. It's a goal kick. Over the line when Bowers hooked it back. Hall has got a little bit of dirt or something in his eye. I don't know what it is. In the middle of the pitch there, and the referee has called on the trainer, and it's just a little bit of dirt, I think, in his eye, that's all. And there he is, Payne, the trainer of Northampton. It's probably just a little bit of dirt only in his eye. Goal kick then to Northampton. Walden just flicking it inside. Leck to Robson. Handed out by Parry. Might have been a handball, but it's coming loose there, but Bolton in just a shade too quick for Martin. Leck to Walden. Very quick Walden, a good pass, finds Brown, the centre forward. And that's a goal kick. Just 30 minutes gone in the first half, still no score. Northampton, I feel, should get at least one goal in this first half if they're going to change over with this confidence which is so necessary for them. That's a throw in to Northampton. But at least 10 keen supporters running after the ball to get it back in play again. Leck, the right half, throwing it inside to Walden. Well, the linesman was flagging up there, but Mr. Crawford didn't take any notice of him. Leck inside now to Kiernan. Oh, and the linesman is flagging. I feel that the ball might have gone out of play, but the game is going on. Mr. Crawford has acknowledged the fact that he had his flag up, but it's still a throw-in. Brown is onside. Barraclough has turned it behind for a corner. Robson taking a quick corner there to Walden. Punched hard across the goal. Brown there, and it's hit Webster in the back of the head, and the ball's been scrambled clear, but it's still in the possession of the Northampton side because Foley is going to take the throw to Leck. Parry. To Durban. Bowers across to Thomas. Hall for Northampton. Having to hold on. And there's Robson that's come up to help him to Foley. Yes, it didn't touch the head of Parry, so that's a goal kick to Derby. That'll be too strong and hard for Walden. Throw into Derby. Barrow's going inside there, but Webster to Parry. Durban. Kiernan. To Walden. Walden now clipping it across. Brown trying to drop it back down again to Martin, but it's still with Kiernan. Kiernan to Walden. Northampton now piling on the pressure, and it's Walden, in fact, that was just offside. Ferguson to Young. Bowers. Derby playing the more controlled football of the two teams and make progression that little bit better than Northampton. Thomas now to Durban. Leck trying to find Martin there and doesn't do so, and it's in fact in the closing stages of this first half it's Derby that are probably a shade on top. Everett out to Robson. Oh, that's a very bad intended pass there for Martin. Goal kick to Derby. Barrowcliff. Everett to Keenan. Brown, and that's not strong enough, but Keenan made it into a good pass. Martin to Walden. Harry just getting his foot out to it. Everett, and he just couldn't burst through that wall there. Another couple of strides and he would have been through with the ball, but it was Young that stopped all that. Webster to Parry. Leck. Hall just putting it back to Brown, and it's Webster now. Probably about 2 minutes left for play in the first half. Parry, Leck, Ferguson for Derby. To Durban. Ferguson hooking it into the centre, Carr nodding it out, but not far enough. Thomas to Webster. Buxton gets his head to it, but no power or direction. And Harvey right down the pitch, I'm sure. Parry to Bowers. Ferguson. Robson back helping out there in defence to Kiernan, but Kiernan not quick enough, and it's still with Derby. And I think on that occasion it was Buxton and Durban that were both offside. Young getting it clear, but it's to Walden. It's a terribly bad centre for Walden, and there in fact is the half-time with the score. Northampton Town 0, Derby County 0.
Well, not a particularly entertaining first half, and this I felt it was due to the fact that Northampton rather overkicked their forwards, particularly the defenders, for most of this first half. But in the second half, I think probably they'll begin to master the conditions more. This strong wind has probably ruined the game to a certain extent from a control point of view, but in this second half, Northampton must control the ball, play it more forward on the floor so that their forwards can do something with it. Derby County were doing this more in the first half, at the back end, and if both sides do this, particularly Northampton, then I feel they've got a strong possibility of coming out on top.
10 minutes gone in the second half, still no score. And that, I think, will be a throw-in to Derby. The linesman has decided that it didn't come off a Northampton player. Walden now coming inside. To Brown, Brown over the top, but it's Ferguson giving away a corner kick. Northampton now certainly very much back in the picture in these last few minutes, and they've really got to step it up. Walden, outside right of Northampton with the corner. And there's a foul there, yes, by Martin, pushing in the back on Bolton. The ball was dropping into the top corner of the net. This young man is a very sensible keeper. He uses the ball at every opportunity. Everett. Bowers on to Durban. Baldock. Thomas. Oh, and there's a bad effort there by Thomas. And it looks... Buxton isn't injured. In fact, I think he half lost his shoe as he was sitting down, and the referee thought, in fact, that he'd hurt his ankle again. It is, in fact, a goal kick. Parry nodding it forward. Throw in to Northampton. Foley. Young just nodding it down quite quietly to Parry. Everett. To Martin. Robson just keeping the ball in play. Young getting it clear, but Leck onto it. To Walden, he's onside. And there's the first one of the game. Martin, it is the scorer. Martin, number 8. 13 and a half minutes into the second half, and Northampton Town go 1-0 in the lead. And this is yet another long stride along the promotion race. They've got literally now 1 foot in the first division. Now that, I'm sure, would be enough to set this Northampton side really buzzing. They've been a little bit lax in their approach to it. I think this is probably more tension than anything else. Leck. To Walden. Foley now. Well, it might have been a true captain's shot there if he could have got it in. Hughes. Has he taken it too far? Leck now just punching it up the pitch. Robson moving in very quickly, but Brown would have been offside if he'd have stayed there. That's why he was running the other way. And it's Brown, the centre forward, pushing it straight over, I'm afraid, for a goal kick to Derby. Kiernan, the left half, in fact, is down on the floor just outside his own penalty area. And it looks like he's twisted his ankle in going back just now with Hughes and trying to make a tackle. And there he is, and this... it's not his ankle as I thought, rather it's his knee. He probably has just shaken the ligaments up just a little. Undoubtedly will be causing David Bannon, the manager of Northampton Town, some anxious moments in the stand. Kiernan, one of the most consistent players in this side. He's an extremely good ball player, uses the ball very well, and looks like he's up on his feet. It's not too bad by the looks of it, and the game will get underway with a goal kick at the other end. Barracliff. Keenan. Webster getting it to Hughes. Robson, a little bit lucky there getting through, but he's on his way. Out to Brown now, who's momentarily popped up at outside left. after all that. I hadn't seen that the linesman had his flag up for Brand being offside. Leck to Martin. Baldwin, and that's a foul by Ferguson, I think, yes. Foley, the right full-back for Northampton, to take the kick. Bolton up in amongst all that club, collecting it out of it. Looks like Brand's got a little bit of a bang at the back of his leg, but he's all right. Hughes for Derby. To Bowers. Could be dangerous, and Hughes just missing it in that diving header. Kiernan, he appears to be moving all right again. To Hall. Keenan not able to find Robson, but he has found Martin on this occasion. Robson a bit slow going for it there. It's a good pass by Martin. Bowers inside to Durbin. Darwin now moving into the attack. There's Buxton. Everett just putting Buxton off there with Martin. Certainly now Northampton keeping the ball a little bit more on the floor, and so keeping possession and also making much better progression than they were. Carr, centre half, up to Hall, but Walden not offside. Ferguson back to Bolton. Webster. Parry. Parry now, the skipper of the Derby side, on to Thomas. And that's not a corner. Harvey onto that very, very quickly indeed. No foul there, although it looks suspiciously like it, and Thomas making the present of it to Leck. Northampton leading by 1-0, but Walden not able to control that in time. Throw in to Derby. Ferguson giving it to Parry to take. Thomas now. Martin. It's a bit too hard and strong. Goal kick to Derby. They're getting that throw in from Foley. Robson. Tried to find Walden, and he finds Ferguson, and it's Parry now. Pushing it on up there, and there's Bowers going after, but it's Carr that should win out. He does, but that's a throw in, I think. Yes, it's a throw in to Derby. Leck just putting it back to Harvey. Harvey trying to see if he can find somebody by throwing it out, and he does. He finds Walden. Martin. Well, there were two players offside there, but it's a goal kick. Leck. To Brown, is Leck going through now? Oh, that's a very optimistic shot, I'm afraid, from that distance by Robson. Now, I don't know whether Bolton's got not a great deal of confidence in his own kicking, but he certainly uses the ball much more out of the penalty area than most young goalkeepers. Buxton on to Thomas, Thomas to Hughes. Durban on to Barrows. There's another corner kick. Derby certainly piling on the pressure against Northampton. Northampton sometimes, which is understandable, a little bit desperate in their clearances. Barrows with the corner. Oh. And that's the equaliser. Durban, number 10, there he is, the inside left of Derby County that has levelled the score now. Northampton 1, Derby County 1 after 29 and a half minutes in the second half. Northampton have really got to fight now all the way, because this wind has been turned, I think, to a great advantage anyway by Derby. They're really cashing in on it. Out to Hughes. And there's a slight case of handing off there on the part of Everett. Free kick then, a direct free kick. Going to be taken by Barracliff, the right full-back. Harvey very glad to get his hands on that from that header by Barrows. Walden up to Brown, to Hall. Oh, and a magnificent goal by Brown. Brown, the young former amateur international centre forward, there he is, number 9. Brown, that has put Northampton Town 2-1 in the lead. And that after 31 and a half minutes in the second half. And I should think the Northampton players, without the spectators, are delighted to see that one in the back of the net. Well, Derby are certainly nothing daunted, because they're throwing everything into the attack. The two full-backs are well up front. In fact, that is Barracliff playing right up there. But it's Everett, in fact, the outside left, that pushes it on, but Hall was offside. He was level with the two defending players of Derby, which automatically puts him offside. They've got to be between. Barracliff with the free kick across to Ferguson. Ferguson along with Everett, letting it go. Goal kick to Northampton. Barracliff on to Buxton. Carr up to Brown, but Young just nodding it forward. Leck. Robson. Oh, and his sheer tenacity there kept him going. It's Walden just floating it in. Brown, and he spotted it past the post. No wonder he's trying to literally tear the net off the post in his disappointment. Walden on across to Hall. Robson is onside. That's a bit too hard and high. Durbin now up to Thomas. Foley. Radcliffe, I'm sure, was aware that Robson was that close behind him, otherwise he wouldn't have turned it back. Buxton pushing it on. Foley. And Robson offside as the second that Brown played the ball so far. Northampton leading by 2-1 as it comes down to Buxton. Buxton on there to Durbin. Oh, and it's the... My goodness me, what a break there. That's Durbin that has scored both goals now for Derby. And with just about 10 minutes left for play, the scores come back then level with Northampton 2, Derby County 2. And that, for me, was really a gift goal there. They let Durbin get away with quite an easy scoring chance, which he took full advantage of. Slight difference of opinion between the centre forward Buxton and young Carr, the centre half of Northampton. Brown now. Can he save it? He's hooked it back across, comes out to Walden. Oh, and Walden obviously determined on having a crack there, hit it much too soon. I would think just around about the 8.5, 9 minutes left for play, and Northampton now have got just that amount of time to get this other very, very important and vital goal. And Foley, skipper there, not helping any on that occasion by putting it over for throw in to Derby. Big enemy undoubtedly this afternoon to both sides has been this very strong wind blowing straight down the pitch as in this case in Derby County's favour in the second half. In fact, it's been stronger in the second half than in the first. Leck. Keenan. Baldock. Bowers now just waiting for them to come up. Durbin. Oh, and Thomas was onside. He nipped away quietly. Couldn't turn quite far enough. A goal kick to Northampton. Everett putting it back to Harvey. Leck to Walden. Parry with a throw for Derby. to Buxton. And Walden offside. Just as well he was offside, I would think, because he really intended to get that in the net and didn't. Just dropping that down for Robson. Brown there, very clever piece of play. Finds it across Walden, and it's Young to the rescue there. Throw in to Northampton. Foley hooking that across, Young getting it out, and it's Leck, I think, close underneath it, but it's come back to Kiernan. Young just side-footing it away. Hughes managing to keep it in play. Throw in for Northampton. Jenan to Everett. Parry to Barras. Now, is this the one that's going to get away? No. That's a bad miss kick by Ferguson there, but an even worse effort by Walden to get it up to Brown. Northampton throwing at least 2 Derby County players offside there. Foley on up to Leck. Brown. Buxton just sticking it on there. Harvey to Everett. Leck a bit late there getting it away. This may be dangerous, and it's Hughes. Well, just about now. 2 minutes left for play, I make it. I don't know what the referee's done as regards injury time. The score 2-2. Probably will have at least a minute probably to add on to that time. It might be a minute that Northampton are very grateful for. Kiernan. Brown on across to Martin. Durban to Hughes. And that, I think, is a corner kick, yes. It's just letting it run on so he could get the corner. And the referee looking at one linesman. Robson to Hall. Robson again. That's a fair old body check in anybody's language. I don't think he's quite as bad as it would appear. He lays there stretched out. He got just a little bit of a bang, I think. Probably caught the heel end, as you can see in the centre of his stocking there. Everett then to take the kick. Now, literally seconds to go. Can Northampton do it as this kick comes in? But it's a very bad intended free kick by Everett. And there is the final whistle then. So Northampton not really and completely through to First Division. They got a draw, so that's 4 times on the trot now that these two sides have drawn in the last 2 seasons. The final score then. Northampton Town 2, Derby County 2. Well, Northampton didn't get the all-important goal at the end of this game to make it 3-2 in there. In fact, the score, as you know, of course, is 2-2. And Northampton on the showing today didn't really deserve both points. I think they failed to take the advantage of the strong wind in the first half, and so, of course, suffered for it in the second, because for me, throughout the majority of the game, Derby for me played, I would say anyway, the better football of the two sides. But it doesn't mean to say, of course, that Northampton will not go up. I feel that they will do, and it's feasible enough that they could be worthy First Division class next season when they settle down to the slightly higher standard of football which First Division must inevitably bring to them. Now, at the end of today's games, of course, Second Division will deal with first of all, and as Newcastle United are still top with 52 points now from 38 games, Northampton second with 51 points out of 38 games, and Bolton Wanderers had a fine win today, 4-0 against Manchester City, so of course they're in third position with only 37 games played and 45 points, so they are in possibly with an outside chance if either of these two clubs slip badly. But in the big game of the day, of course, at Wembley, England drew 2-2 with Scotland. For most of the second half, they played with literally 9.5 men, because Wilson went off early on, and of course Byrne went off for 20 minutes as well during the game. So a very fine performance, I would think, from this long distance anyway with England. The bottom end of the First Division, of course, the team that may go down and take the place of Newcastle and Northampton are Wolverhampton, Birmingham or Aston Villa. But Birmingham had a good win today, so did Wolverhampton. Aston Villa could only get a draw. So the points then, 27 for Aston Villa, third from bottom, 25 from Birmingham, second from bottom, and Wolves on the bottom with 24. And that's all from us from Match of the Day. Don't forget to join us next Saturday, 7 o'clock, BBC 2. Goodbye until then.